In today's video, I'm going to be talking about my pros and cons on the brand new Motorola Edge 2025 edition. Stay tuned. Is safe out there. The Motorola Edge 2025 edition just came out, and in today's video I'm going to be talking about some things I really do like about this device, and of course some things that I don't like about this device. Let's go ahead and start out this video. Alright everyone, so first and foremost, probably one of the biggest pros about this device has to be that display. Of course, we have that over-the-edge display right here, hence the name of this phone, the Motorola Edge. I didn't think I was going to like this that much at first, but this actually does look very, very good, and it's definitely unique in a sea of devices in 2025 that do not have that edge on this. So I really do like this so far. Definitely something reminiscent of like the Note 6 or the Note 5 or whatever from back in the day. Really cool design of this phone, and definitely a nice form factor as well. But the more important thing about this display has to be that we have, of course, our full HD PLED display. We have 120 Hz refresh rate, and we have HDR10 Plus on this. But we also have an insane 4500 nit peak brightness on this. This is something that I really haven't seen before on a phone display. This is Motorola's brightest display to date. Definitely a great phone, especially going into the summer of 2025. This is going to be something that is going to come in clutch. But yeah, really do enjoy this display. You're going to have a great experience with this in direct sunlight, and you guys are going to have a great experience watching movies, TV shows, and of course consuming social media. Next up, I thought was pretty solid is, of course, we have a 5200 milliamp battery inside of here, so a pretty big battery inside of here. And as you guys know, Motorola usually has some pretty decent battery life, and we're going to go ahead and test that later on. But great to see that we have a solid battery in such a thin phone. This is a very, very thin phone. And speaking of this thin phone, I'd have to say the next pro is the design of this. First and foremost, very thin. They say it's 8 millimeters. Feels like 7. It feels like it's a much slimmer phone. When they talk about 8 millimeters, I think they're talking about the camera module on the back. Of course, we have that vegan leather back. Very, very classy looking right here. And this color as well looks really, really good on this. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section down below. Also, it feels good in the hand as well. Definitely not going to be a phone that's going to be slipping out of your hand anytime soon. And the other cool thing about this, I think this is just an added bonus. If you guys want to rock your phone nude, you're not going to leave any fingerprints on this unless your hands are super, super greasy. That's a different story. But yeah, beautiful design on this phone overall. Next up, we have IP68 and IP69 water and dust resistance. Of course, this has pressure resistance as well. This can go up to, I believe it's like 1.5 meters for 30 minutes inside the water. So if you drop this inside the pool, it's not going to totally terminate your phone straight away. Definitely great that we have that certification on here. I'm happy that Motorola paid for both of those. And it's always great to have that added protection, especially on a mid-range phone. I mean, there's some flagships out there that don't have this, so definitely very, very impressive on Motorola's part. Next up has to be the 68 watt fast charging on this device. Now, the big thing is this does not come with a charging brick inside the box, and that's something common, especially in the smartphone industry nowadays. You're not going to be getting a wall charger inside the box unless you're overseas. I think a lot of different countries, they force you to put a a wall charger inside the box, but over here in the US, they do not care. Yeah, 68 watt fast charging though, great to see that. I've been hearing a lot of good stuff about the battery as well. I'm going to have to give you guys more of a review later on when I get some more experience with this device. But from what I've heard so far, I heard the battery is actually really good, and that's something that does match up with Motorola's name. And so we're going to have to take a look at that, and I'll talk about that in the full review. And last but not least, I'd have to say the camera is definitely a pro about this device, and we did get an upgraded camera. As far as our sensor goes, we do have the same Lydia C Sony sensor from last year on the Motorola Edge 2024. And honestly, overall, I thought that did a great job. And still, this camera is super solid, even if it didn't have a triple camera setup. But we now have a triple camera rear-facing setup, and we have a telephoto lens now. So that's very, very welcomed. Great camera upgrade on here. And overall, I feel like this camera did a great job in its performance. And I'm going to be dropping that video tomorrow, so definitely stay tuned for that. We're going to show you some photos and videos I took on here. I was pretty impressed with it. Alright guys, so getting into the dreaded cons of the Motorola Edge 2025 edition. The first one is going to be pretty obvious, and it's going to be pretty much something that we see over and over again with Motorola. We have 2 years of operating system updates and 3 years of security patches, so kind of on the lighter side, especially compared to other mid-range devices like the Galaxy A56. That is getting 6 years of major OS updates all the way up to Android 21. And we're only going to go from Android 15 to Android 17 on the Motorola Edge 2025. Now, I still think this is a solid phone, everything considered, but I was hoping for a better upgrade policy, or update policy rather, on this device, especially for the price point. Let me know in the comments section down below how important this is to you. I feel for a lot of people that are going to be using this for 5+ years or 4+ years, this is going to be something important to them. And I've been even getting messages from people about the Motorola Edge 2024 that they didn't get Android 15 yet. So, this is just something to take a look at, especially if you're considering buying this device. Next con, I would have to say that this released at a relatively high price considering the processor and everything inside of here. Now, I think this is a good package. I really do enjoy this phone. I'm not talking bad about it. I still think it's a great device for $549, and it's worth the price tag. But I was hoping this was going to be released at like $449. This was kind of released at a high price. After tax, I did pay about $610. So out of the door, on Swappa, I could have picked up like in a Galaxy S25, for, about the same price tag or even lower. So that's just something that you guys need to consider when looking to pick up a new phone. You can get some flagship devices out there for around the same price tag, and obviously with Motorola devices year after year, they seem to slash their prices towards the end of the year. So once Black Friday comes out, Cyber Monday, all of that, you guys are probably going to find this phone for about $400 later on. So if you guys are not looking for an urgent upgrade, then I probably wouldn't do it straight away. We are in the middle of the year, so we're in the 6th month of the year right now, June. Wait 4 more months and you're probably going to find this at a couple $100 off or $150 off later on. Definitely something that we've seen in the past, and we'll probably see that in the future. And last but not least, I don't think this is a crazy big deal, but for some people this is going to be a crazy big deal. There is no SD card expansion in this device. That's something that I was hoping we were going to see in this, but sadly we don't have it. But yeah guys, those were my pros and cons on the brand new Motorola Edge 2025 edition. Were any of these a make or break for you? Are you going to purchase this device? Are you going to pass up on it? Do you like this device? Do you not like it? Let me know in the comment section down below. And if you guys have your own pros and cons, I'd love to hear them in the comment section down below as well. If you guys would like to see more videos on the Motorola Edge 2025, make sure to like this video, subscribe, and hit the notification bell to be notified every time I upload a new video. This has been Safon from TechRight. Peace out, Tech Gang.